Alright, straight into it. First of all, we have the new landing menu, which now actually does look pretty good. It got simplified and now clearly shows the difference between arcade and competitive, which I quite like, since before it has been not quite clear, so now that's been cleared up. And on the next thing, which is now the Revamp PvP menu. I quite like that the avatar is now in the middle, it gives a bit more visibility to it, and that the game mode / map is now way clear, more visible to see, because it's highlighted now. The only thing that is a bit of a bug right now is that your avatar kind of blocks the voting screen if you're in the menu, but they would definitely fix it, so don't worry. And as you can already see, the next thing is pretty simple. They added a button to quickly change between arcade and competitive, which is quite nice and convenient to have, to be honest. Next one we have, you can now easily access your loadout menu with pressing C on your keyboard while you are in a PvP lobby or a combat lobby. And no, it doesn't reset you into the menu afterwards. Alright, this is the biggest UI revamp we had in this update, and as you can see, the customization menu got completely redone, and honestly, it really needed it. It looked quite outdated, but now it looks quite sleek and modern. I especially like that it shows you which attachment is on which gun and which skin is on which gun, so you can easily go there and change it if you want. Alright, let's get straight into the new attachment changes, and this starts us off with the flash hider. Well, the least changed one, as it only got its recoil increase added to the ADS thing now, which is meh, I guess. And on the second most boring change, it's the muzzle brake, which now has 6% recoil reduction, and it also applies slight recoil reduction to ADSing. Now to the first actual change to attachments, it's the silencer, which now, in addition to obviously making a gun more silent, also increases your max damage range by 5%. Now onto grips, which the first change is with the bipod grip, which now actually I would consider to be meta, as it, instead of giving you minus 3% regular recoil and 5% aim recoil, now gives you plus 5% regular recoil but minus 10 aim recoil, which is actually just nuts. And lastly, with the attachment changes, we have the skeleton grip, which is basically the reverse of the bipod grip. Instead of giving you minus 3% regular recoil and 5% aim recoil as it did before, it will now give you minus 5% regular recoil and 8% aim recoil, which makes this grip a very good alternative to hipfire weapons. Alright, let's get straight into weapon balancing, which we start off with the channel leg. It got a little reload time buff from 2 seconds to 1.75, which is quite nice. And also the annoying bug where your shells would just go through the floor, I think everyone has experienced it before, has also been finally fixed, so finally, yay, no more bugging. And next on, we have the P2 to 6, which got quite a lot of changes, as you can see right here. But to summarize it quickly for all of your guys' sanity and mine, it got a reload speed buff from 2.5 seconds to 2.1 seconds. Its min damage got increased to 20 from 15, and the max damage is now 32 instead of 24, so it actually is quite strong, honestly. And it also has now 10 bullets instead of 12 to balance it out a little. Next one is the PPK, which pretty much got the same treatment as the P2 to 6, as you can see. But again, to summarize it, god damn it, its reload speed got lowered to 1.9 from 2.73. Also, the move speed is now 1.72 instead of 1.1, aka very fast. The min damage is now 19 instead of 15. The max damage is now 27 from 25. But the ammo has been cut in half from 20 to 10, which makes sense. And its RPM is lowered by 40, which kinda makes sense, but not really, honestly. And lastly, with the weapon balancing, we have the UMP. Its speed actually got increased to 1.05 from 0.95. The headshot multiplier went down from 1.7 to 1.1. Its min damage went down to 15 from 17. And the max damage is down to 24 from 31. Well, we should have expected it. Only one bug fix to report that's actually really important, and well, we are now finally able to use projectile weapons with the arms off in settings, and honestly I wanted this for so long, it has been bugging me for quite a while, so yeah, thanks Aimblox devs. Alright, this has been it with the update overview, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, you exactly know what to do right now. Anyways, let's get into some gameplay and look how everything feels now. Yeah, straight in the gameplay it's team deathmatch, and obviously we're gonna try out the new Uzi, which I very fittingly call the hipfire. It uses the skeleton grip instead of the bipod grip for the increased hipfire ag. And as you can see, it does work. No shotguns today allowed. But this is going, yeah. I mean, you can definitely see the recoil is pretty low. I would try both setups out, but well, you guys know me. I want to try to keep the videos compact. But this is, I like this. This is very smooth. I like this setup a lot. First, get the ambush one, get behind us, get him. Nice. But yeah, so far, this is actually feeling very well. I really like this gun. I really like us. First of all, I like the skin. And second of all, you have green tracers with this thing. Green, So the only other gun that has screen tracers is the LRP one, as you can see. But that always was because that gun is special. It always was like made of something like a revolution, also in the futuristic pack, which by the way has been removed. So yeah, it actually has been taken out of the shop. I don't quite understand. I think it's probably just a bug because at this point they reached the point of too many maps. Also, this is most likely just a bug that you can't see my weapon UI. But honestly, if I can say one thing about this, if any Aimblox dev is watching this, I would like that this feature is kept, because I quite like this. Also, we're rocking the P2260, because I fought like 20 damage per hit and it has like 13 bullets. It's actually pretty decent as a finishing weapon, because you can kind of spam it, even though it only has 10 shots. That was the only nerf it has gotten. Honestly, the aim recoil isn't even that bad on this thing still. I mean, obviously, you can definitely see that the hipfire recoil is pretty much non-existent at this thing. Wait, is it actually just non-existent? Yeah, there's pretty much none if you pull down like a little bit. But yeah, honestly, this update feels really solid for once. The attachments needed a change for so long. Like, they have been the same pretty much since I started playing. That was over a year ago. They pretty much always did the same. Muzzle brake for the recoil reduction and angle grip because it gave you the most aim reduction. But now that we have this, it actually makes it manageable to use different guns in different ways. Like said on the MP7, you can either rock the skeleton grip with the muzzle brake to go for a more close-range setup, or you could use a silencer and a bipod grip to go for more range setup, because the silencer gives, like already said in the previous part, it gives you increased range, like increased max range, which is really nice. So if you want to go for a max range, you could do that too. But honestly, the UMP is absolutely nuts. We dropped 45 right there. And again, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this very much, and we see us straight in the outro. But this has been with today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, because honestly, I think Aimblox is heading in a really good direction. I'm very satisfied. This update was really nice. The attachments have been reworked. That is wonderful to hear. And I honestly can't wait to see what they have in store next. But yeah, well, anyways, if you guys all enjoyed, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, and obviously subscribe. And we see us straight in the next video. I'm raux, and have a nice day. Ciao, ciao.